Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I created this lovely HTV to go on top of my hoodie. The love part was already on there and I just added the rest. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. So now I'm just going to click on text and type in the word B. Go to my fonts, go to systems, and then I'm going to search for the font. I couldn't remember the name at the moment, so I was just scrolling because I know what the font looks like. And then I remembered it was called Destiny. I'm just going to move this up and make it bigger so you guys can see. Then I'm going to go to my letter spacing just so those letters can come together. I'm going to stop at -0.8 and then see how I like the placement. And then I'm going to click on that, duplicate it, and I'm going to change the word to mine. And you don't have to do it this way. You always can go back to the text and redo the whole process. This is just a little easier. Now I'm just making sure that everything is going to be the size and aligned the way that I want it to be. So you just want to play around until you get your correct placements. I didn't want anything to overlap. Now I'm going to take the whole thing and I'm going to go to align to make sure everything is centered, which for me it was. And take the whole thing again and you're going to weld it together. Now welding it together, which makes when you go to cut that it all becomes one instead of each letter being separate. To unweld, you will simply have to use the undo button. Now I'm going to go into shapes and I'm going to select a heart. And I decided to go with 4 hearts because I thought it would look best with the design. So with these hearts, I'm just going to resize them and turn them different ways until I find the exact placements that I want them to go. And I found it pretty easy of how I wanted them to go. But again, you just want to play around with it. And like I said, if you want a more detailed video, just leave a comment down below. And then also if you want me to show you a certain design, also leave a comment down below and I will be glad to make that video for you. Now what you want to do is select all four of the hearts and then choose whatever color you want. I chose purple considering that's close to the color that I wanted to put. You don't have to do it that way, but it's best so you can kind of get an idea how it will look on your shirt. Then you're going to take those four hearts and you're going to weld them together. That way they won't all be cut into four separate pieces. It'll all be on one sheet. An easier way to line up each design if you have multiple colors is to just take some triangles and make each triangle the color of each color that you have. Weld those same colors together. Place those triangles above your design, not overlapping, because when you go to iron on, you don't want to iron the triangles on there. And this just makes it easier so you can find the placement better once everything is cut out. And this is how it will look. And always remember to mirror your image. For the cutting part, you always want to have the shiny part facing downward onto your mat and the dull part facing you. That's an easy way to remember the correct way. And also don't worry, your computer is guiding you when to load your mat and also when to press the cut button. You always want to have a lint roller on hand so you can lint roll whatever material you're going to be working on because you don't want any dust on those materials. And for me, I forgot to weed out my vinyl while it was on my mat, so this is what I'm showing you now. And I like to cut off any extra vinyl that I have. I like to save as much as I possibly can, especially when you don't need that much. Now I'm just simply just taking off the parts that I don't need, and I decided I'm going to save that extra piece because it was really cute. And it's easier to do this process when it's on a mat, but like I said, I had already covered my mat back, so now I'm just going to show you this way. And again, cut off any extras unless you don't care about wasting vinyl. You also want to make sure that you peeling that extra vinyl off slowly. My video is sped up, and also I was pulling a little fast because I knew it already 100% cut. But just in case you have a bunch of small pieces, you never want to peel it off fast. Also, don't forget to remove the extras off of your B and your E because if you leave it on there, once you go to iron that on there, it's going to be on there and you don't want that. I'm going to take my lint roller again just to make sure I got all the dust off. Now I'm placing it down to see how high, low I want everything to go, and I want it to be even up with that pocket. Now, once you got your placement and everything where you want everything to go, make sure that it's flat and it doesn't move. Place your Teflon sheet over it, and I'm pressing very hard with my iron on top of each section. I don't really count. I just keep pressing until, I can't press anymore just to make sure that everything is sticking. Your main parts, you want to make sure that those corners are down. Remove that clear backing very slow just in case something is not down. And if that ever happens, all you have to do is put that clear backing back on top and just iron over it again. Now I'm just going to place my hearts where they belong. You can do both hearts at the same time. I choose to do one at a time just in case one moves or lifts up. As soon as the heat hits, it's there. So now you just grab your Teflon sheet and cover that, making sure again nothing shifts. And just take your iron and hold it firmly on top of that. And I would like to wiggle mine a little bit just to make sure I'm getting everything. And again, remove that clear backing, and there you have it. And you're going to repeat that same step on the opposite side. Once everything is placed and you removed all the clear backing, add that Teflon sheet back on there and firmly go back over each section again just to make sure it's on there. And to know that it's on there correctly, you should be able to see your fabric throughout the vinyl. And here you have the finished product. Hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on those post notification bells so you don't miss whenever I post another video. Thank you.